Kathleen Kennedy is out as head of Lucasfilm, but is it too late? This is Exasperating Nerd Explains. Kathleen Kennedy is leaving Lucasfilm after leading the division since it was acquired by Disney, which saw the release of the sequel trilogy, Solo, Rogue One, and shows such as Andor, The Mandalorian, and Ahsoka. What she sees as a tiny, fractional group of fans, but what I see more as a large and vocal section, have been calling for and dreaming of her ousting for years. But I don't know how much this change will make a difference. This is completely voluntary and not a forced change from everything we have seen. It is impossible to know exactly how much she influenced the sequel trilogy. We know she was involved in selecting people like Rian Johnson for The Last Jedi, which she still thinks is one of the best Star Wars films. But was she also one of the ones pushing him on day-to-day items, inserting herself into the creative field? It seems likely given what we know, but I don't know to what extent. And she is handing it over to people she has been working with. And yes, they can certainly change the direction to some extent, but I don't see a clean and clear break away from the past at this point. There has been some movement with Galaxy's Edge in the park shifting so it's less focused on the sequel trilogy, but they're obviously still going forward with a Rey movie in the future. Kathleen Kennedy also still at least believes she will be involved in producing future Star Wars films, so she is still going to be around. I know she doesn't get it. She doesn't get why fans are upset, but I'm not sure if others do there either. She thinks people are upset because they wanted to see pretty much the same thing, which I think isn't the case at all. I think they just squandered the opportunities they had to do something good, and frankly largely did do the same thing plot-wise. She also says she tried to keep the values Lucas embedded in Star Wars, such as hope. You know, the hope we saw making all characters divorced dad types being completely unhappy in the 30 years after we had last seen them. She also is still under the impression that people disliked Rey just because she was a woman, and while some may certainly feel that way, I think the majority of criticism comes from the story and character points. I think Daisy Ridley did a fine job with what she was given, she just wasn't given much that was good. The problem is that people want Star Wars to go back to a pre-Disney era, even if they do like some of the things that have come out of it, and that's never going to happen. No one is going to erase the sequel trilogy from existence. It's over 10 years old at this point, Carrie Fisher is dead, there is not going to be a repeat. At best, you could recast the original actors and do some immediate post-Return of the Jedi adventures, but with the looming nonsense of the sequel trilogy they have to keep canon overhead, I don't know how well that would work anyways. I have seen some criticism saying Dave Filoni hasn't done anything good, which I disagree with completely. But I also don't know how much anyone could correct what's already happened. I know they have introduced some time travel elements into Star Wars, but I don't see them doing an alternate timeline thing to any real extent, and short of that, they won't be able to fix the direction of the universe, or at least recapture what's already been squandered away. There's a lot of plates already spinning, and they aren't going to shut it down at this point. It's a similar problem that Marvel has. Once a franchise goes beyond a single story across a set of films, or just a set of seasons for a single TV show, it becomes too large and cumbersome to shut down completely, to take a minute and reassess what's going on and make adequate changes for the next installments. At best, you'll see a gradual change over years and have a sort of in-between period, which probably won't satisfy anyone. So, Star Wars may be under new leadership, someone who is a real creator, but that doesn't mean that things will really change or fix what has already happened. But am I wrong? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Maybe they can fix it. Maybe you do see them erasing the sequel trilogy. That's all I have for today. If you liked the video, please subscribe to the channel and share it with others. Thanks for watching. Bye.